Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator Realistic Economy. I made it to the rest area. I have slept, that's why it's nighttime. I did get another penalty for not sleeping, but we made it here, I slept. We are fine. So at the end of the last episode, I kind of goofed a little bit when I was in the garage. I just wanted to get Cindy over there in the passenger seat. And when I was driving to the rest area, I'm like, why is my money down as far as it is? I thought I had like 30,000. I thought it was only like 1,200 to put her in the passenger seat. I accidentally, when I edited the video, I was like, what did I do? What did I do? I clicked on the chassis, and I also clicked on the retarder, 10-speed retarder transmission. So I got those now. So I guess we're going to keep it. But here we are. It's 11 o'clock at night, and you know what? I don't know if I can do this or not, but can I sleep again? Can I sleep twice in a row? Is that possible? Because I don't want to drive at night. No, I don't want to start the truck either. I want to sleep here. So is it 8 hours that we sleep? Wow, was it like 9 or 10 hours that we slept? That's a lot of time to sleep. Yowzers. I probably did pay a little bit of a fee last night because our banking fee, we got to pay $626 a day or something like that. I also got my shifter all set. My shifter, somehow one of my key bindings got changed. I went to another profile and it didn't work there either. I'm like, what changed? Yeah, somehow my key bindings have all changed. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and we need to go ahead and get a job for today. A job. External contracts, I don't know if I get paid more or not on external contracts. Let's see what we got here for the job market. And if we don't like what we have here, well, then we'll find something to... Wait. No. I did that wrong. I don't want that. I want freight. We want freight. There we go. All right, so we are in Boise, Idaho. That is a long drive. It's like 1,000. No. We're not in Boise. We're in Moab. Why is it? Okay. Wow, it's like I've never done this before. All right, so we're in Moab here. Yeah, so we do have the coast-to-coast map. I'd rather stay in the base map for now, so I don't want to travel too far. But I mean, that's a long drive, isn't it? That's 855 miles. It's not too bad, though. I mean, I guess I could go out that far if I wanted to. The price is not that bad. We're getting paid $270 a mile. Let's do price per distance now. I think that's probably better to see what we have here. So we can go to Idaho Falls. That's not too bad. I would like to take somewhat of an interesting load, but you know, if it's interesting or money-wise is what we're looking for. You know what? Let's go ahead and just take this one right here. I mean, we are getting paid $3.66 a mile, which is pretty darn good. And see, I don't know how much experience I'm going to get from it, but we should get a decent amount. Let me just check quickly on external contracts. Oh, Christmas gifts are still going on? Did not know that, but we're not going to go ahead and do that. $3.70 per mile. That's almost 800 miles, though. That might be a long episode if I do that. This one here, $3.66 a mile as well. All right, let's go back to Freight Market, and we'll take the one right here. We'll go ahead and do this one right here. Let's set the GPS, and before we head off, though, the first thing we're going to do, well, start the engine. And take off the parking brake. Yeah, we're going to get some diesel fuel. How about that? No sense of getting on the road and not having the correct amount of fuel. I think the brake sensitivity needs to be changed on this truck. I gotta check my other that's one thing I forgot to check. Alright, park and brake, engine off. Diesel price is $2.34 a gallon. So this is going to cost me a little bit of cash, but you know what? That's not too bad. We can live with that. We can live with that. Alright, park and brake. Yep, Cindy's ready to go. Don't worry about that. That's just me paying my gas bill. And away we go. The one thing I did not check, but I think we should be okay because I don't have to sleep for a while. How, you know, what time is required to be there? Yeah, if you ever know you're going to sleep, do not take a job, then go to sleep, and then try to do the job because then you're losing a whole bunch of time. A whole bunch of time. 46 miles till I get to my trailer. All right. I mean, it is what it is. So I guess we're bobtailing it now for the next 40 some odd miles. Now, I do remember, I shouldn't say I do remember, I do believe that with realistic economy, when we're bobtailing, which means you're not really hauling anything, I'm not getting no experience whatsoever. In the base game, you will. Let's head up this way here, because that's where the GPS is telling us to go. A little rough over there. So, yeah, not quite the way I thought we were going to start the series. I thought I was going to be able to buy a truck, put a driver in here, and, well, yeah. She or he could drive the truck, and we would just be driving some random vehicles now and then, every other episode or so. But here we are. We're in our truck now. I don't want to say I painted myself in a corner from being able to drive. I mean, yeah, I can still drive for other workers, but then I got a brand new truck sitting in the shop doing nothing. And I'm not making as much money driving for others as I am myself, and I need to make at least we'll just say $650 a day, at least. I mean, technically probably $700 a day, because the loan payment, and of course I got to pay for fuel with this thing, and repair cost over time. So I need to make a little bit of cash. But what I'm thinking is, maybe when we level up enough, there is another way I can, we can still, I did not see what level I need to be, but I can take out a $500,000 loan. Now when we do that, I'm going to buy another garage. Although I think what we're going to, if I can remember at the end of this episode, we'll go into garage management, see how much it costs to upgrade the garage that we have, which is a 1-truck garage. So if I upgrade that, it should upgrade to a 3-truck garage. If it's the same price as buying a base garage with 3 other bays in it, then I'm better off doing that. It's like, wow, okay, hitting the brakes too hard there. Well, at least it wasn't that long of a journey to get here. It's a little rough, Cindy, I know. It's just hang on a minute. We'll be there shortly. Once we get a trailer, won't be going as fast. So I'm not sure, because it's been a long time since I've had to sleep in ATS or ETS. But when I used to, when you got tired, at a certain point, you would. I think money just got taken out of my... I didn't see what the scrolling was at the bottom of the screen. But I think the bank may have just taken some money out. I'm not too sure. But when you used to get tired, yeah, you used to pass out. I mean, first your eyes would close for a little bit, like a second or two, and then they would be closed for like 5 seconds, and at some point you just, lights out. I don't know if they changed that now or not, to where it's just a penalty and a fine, which I was getting last episode. Man, getting used to having to sleep now. Got to keep that in mind. Alright, just put the parking brake on. We'll come in here, and this is a freight market. And we are taking this one right here. What are we taking? We're taking frack. What the frack? Go ahead and take that job there. So now that we're driving our own truck, we are starting in the city where we left off, not driving for others now, so we don't teleport right back to Salt Lake City. And then teleport to wherever the job is. Actually, it's kind of like the same load that we did in the first episode. I don't know if it was my first load or second load. Oh, what gear am I in? Oh, R2. I need to be in R1 there. That helps. There we go. Now, once we start putting skill points in fragile and high value cargo, then we'll be getting a whole chance of other kind of cargo that we can deliver, of course. But it is nice to get my shifter working properly. I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't work. I said, you know what, let me go on my other single player profile and see what the changes are. And all of a sudden it's like, okay, it's not working in this profile either. What changed? It took me about 2 minutes to find it, which wasn't too bad. I'm like, okay, something weird's going on here. Alright, so what I need to do when I get to the end of the road here, we're going to park the truck And I need to check the map because I want to see if I'm going past any, if it's worth my while to go, check out some question marks, meaning truck dealers and recruitment agencies is what we're looking for. So we did unlock a couple extra recruitment agencies last time. The only one we unlocked when we checked drivers was one in Salt Lake City, and of course I had one driver with she had 2 skills. So, I mean, she was a level 2, and I think we are level 3, so I shouldn't be saying anything. But, yeah, we unlocked some other recruitment agencies, so maybe there's some other qualified drivers. Just keep an eye out, because who knows, at the end of this episode, we might have a $500,000 loan to our credit, and I might be buying a garage and another truck and getting another driver on the road, because the more drivers we have on the road, the more money we start making. But, of course, I will have to pay them. I'll have 2 loans I'll be paying off per day, so I'll have to keep that in mind. I know I was going to say I was going to drive a little slower there, Cindy, but, I lied. Alright. Let's just slowly come on up here, and hang on a second. And let's go ahead and check the map here. So where are we going? Hopefully, yeah. Do I dare say it? I don't want to run into any roadblocks. Alright, that could be a dealership. Dealership's not too much important. It's more like recruitment agencies, and it's got to be something like really, really convenient. So like something like right here, I would pretty much have to get off this exit, drive in, do a circle, and drive back out. That's another dealership there. Let's see here. Scroll a little bit more. No, that's pretty much just not worth it kind of a thing. Oh, and that's where we are. That's where we're at. So what I'll probably do after we get done delivering here is we'll drive on down here and we'll unlock this building here, and then I'll be able to sleep and fuel up. And then we'll be set for the next episode. But we got to focus on this one first. All right, park and brake. Alright. And who put that sign there? I mean, really? Alright, now we're rolling. Alright, so it's 7 hours. We'll just say it's 8-hour trip. And if we scroll into here, I'm good for 12 hours. And the load does not need to be there for 15. So in a way, I'm not sure if I'd be able to sleep if I had to. I wish we control how long we were able to sleep. I think the reason why I slept longer than normal is because I was really overtired. I wish you could just go in there and it's like sleep and it'll say for how many hours. And I mean, you can't cheat the system where you say I want to sleep for 2 hours, and it's like, hey, well, your sleep bar is fully reset. It just takes 2 hours back off your sleep meter, if that makes any sense. Yeah, need to be watching my speed. We don't need no tickets. And I forgot, how much we getting paid for this trip here? Just shy of $2 grand, so that's not too bad. That'll easily cover our loan payment for the day. And like I said, the more skill points we get, the more cash will slowly get paid because we're a much better driver. Well, according to the game we are. Move your trailer, sir, so I can see what the heck I'm doing here. Traffic everywhere. Sometimes you just have to, like, no traffic coming that way, so I'm going to mosey on out. And there's 2 lanes here, so hopefully, I think that truck was in the slow lane. So he says. Must be because he's actually going by me. Anyone over there? Nope. Feels good to have where I can shift from one gear to another. Shouldn't be that close to that trailer because if traffic does stop, I am screwed. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. My plan is right now is, yeah, level up to where we can get the $500,000 loan. I know it sounds weird, but be able to buy another garage or upgrade the one that we currently have, and then hire a driver for this truck. And if we have the means, we'll buy another truck as well, and then have another driver. So we could have 2 drivers. And what we'll be doing is, yeah, we'll be working. There's my loan installment right there. All right. I mean, it happens. But yeah, we'll just have 2 drivers driving for us, maybe, if I can afford it. And then we'll be driving for others for a while, which means we'll be able to drive a whole bunch of different kind of other trucks. And so in a way, we'll have 3 drivers on the road. And hopefully, just by that alone, things will work out. So we can kind of fly in this interstate. I don't know if this truck can do that fast. You want to get in 10th gear? There we go. I think I'm a little bit too quick with the 8 shifter. I don't think this load is too heavy. I didn't see... Yeah, we're barely hauling 8,000 pounds. A little... I think this is a D11. Uh-oh. That's what happens sometimes, Peanut, when you get in that lane and you take forever to pass someone. And if you really don't know your GPS that well enough, yep, you miss your turn. Just pick the right gear sometimes. That always helps. So, yes, at the end of the last episode, I just wanted to go ahead and get Cindy in the car, or in the truck, I should say, not the car, the truck. We did that, and yeah, I accidentally clicked on the best chassis that's available to us, and also basically changed out the transmission. It was the same transmission, only that it has a retarder in it, and that's about it. But it did cost me. It cost me probably $15,000 more than I wanted to spend. But oh well, it's over, it's done with. We're fine, we'll be fine. I don't think the chassis, I mean the chassis may give us a better ride, be able to handle the load a little bit better. And the transmission, basically, when you, what that kind of does, from my understanding, is what the retarder does. Like when you go downhill, the transmission is kind of like a Jake brake in a way, but it's not the engine, it's the transmission that kind of stops you from gaining too much momentum going downhill. I've never wanted to complain for gathering up too much speed. We'll see how far up we get leveled today at the end of this delivery. I'm trying to get a feel as for these episodes. I know I said I want to make them like right around an hour-ish. And that could mean anywhere from like 45 minutes to like I think last episode was almost an hour and a half. I guess all depends on how many loads you're taking. But basically what we're going to try to do is drive during the day and sleep at night. I'm going to try to keep that, trying to find that lovely little medium there, so we're not always driving at night, because that would really suck for viewing. I mean, sometimes you can see at night, but most, I would say most of the time, not so much. But the one thing I can throw everything off, like we saw last episode, is a detour, but we found on that one there, I could go around it. Now, when these first came out, I remember one time there was one I could not go around at all. So you had to divert all the way around. Or if you have the dev control activated, you can teleport your vehicle forward and just go through it. But we're not allowed to teleport here. No teleporting. I'm going to try to keep it as realistic as possible, as one can in the simulator. Oh, you would, wouldn't you? Yeah, I did it. Oh wait, no, the wrong truck. So you got the gears are here that you want. Yeah, the brake sensitivity, I got to change that because they're too sensitive. I barely tapped the brake and this thing almost stops on a dime. So that's not what I'm looking for. So hopefully when we get to, I forget where I'm going, Idaho Falls, that the dealership that's there is not a Volvo dealership. We want to try to find a variety of dealerships. Because the one vehicle I have not driven yet is the Freightliner. I may have driven a modded Freightliner, but I have not driven the in-game Freightliner, so I don't know what's available as Freightliner mod, not mods, but upgrades are available. I would love to add the point where this company gets up high enough to where I can get my Volvo truck, which is the modded one from, I don't know how to pronounce his name, I always pronounce it, Aerodeath. His Volvo truck. His truck does work, but the sound, the engine sounds, there are no engine sounds, which kind of sucks. So I know there's a mod for his truck for ETS. I really haven't had the time to dig into it to try to convert it over to ATS yet. And I thought, well, it might be a little bit more difficult than I think it is because that ETS2 mod has been out for a while. And I would have thought someone would have converted it over to ATS. But today, yes, we're going to bring in $2,000. Which is pretty darn good, actually. Now, at first, if you're kind of new to ATS and you're like, wow, you're leveling up kind of fast, it's not going to take too long to get all the skill points. Like any other game, yes, the first few levels that you level up, they are on the quick side, and of course, you just need more XP. You go from one level to another. So I think like the first 5 or 6 levels will it's almost like a level per episode we'll go through. Then it might start taking like a couple episodes per level. But I think 3 points into long distance driving is key. So we got that. So now I need to start putting some points into high value and fragile cargo so I can start taking those cargoes. So I'll have more opportunities for different kind of, I'll say the word again, cargo. Actually, we're kind of flying along here in this trip. You're going to get yourself in trouble, Peanut. You're going to say that again, and then we're going to run to a detour. And taking detours around this map here, yeah, it's not like there's a side road you can take. It's always like 40 miles in another direction. It's actually been a while, I just thought about this, but I think the detours in California would be a lot better. California does have a lot of different little side roads here and there, so it wouldn't be as bad, but it's been a long time since I've driven in the state of California in ATS. I don't want to say I avoid California and Nevada that much, just because when the game first came out, that was the only 2 states we had, and of course being a new game, I played it a lot. So driving around California and Nevada is kind of, I don't want to say blah, or got blah for me, meaning plain, not fun. So I've been kind of avoiding California and Nevada, but on this profile here, I don't have nothing explored there, so we're going to have to venture over there. And I know they've reworked California quite a bit through the years. It feels weird to say that now. Through the years of ATS, it doesn't seem like long ago it got released, but it's been 5 years now ATS has been out. Everything looking good. Hello, sir. How you doing? This is my truck. Well, I own about $2,000 worth of it. Actually, only about $600 worth. I haven't paid off hardly anything on this truck. It belongs to the bank. Yeah, he's just going to steer over here, I suppose. And we're off once again. I don't think I discovered any cities yet. Not today. Oh, feels good to do some single shifting. And usually no one will be coming down the interstate. I say usually. Yeah, we'll get out of that lane, because usually that lane sometimes ends and merges over to this one, so. Alright, we'll set the cruise control, because hopefully we're going to be on here for a little bit. That's good there. Just right under the speed limit. Idaho Falls, right? That's where I'm going. Idaho Falls to John Deere. Not there's any road signs that'll say John Deere. By the way, if you're wondering, like, wait, how do you get John Deere? I do have the Realistic Companies mod. So that's why you may be seeing, like, what happened? Where's Wahlberg? Well, that's Walmart. I forgot what the base game calls the Home Depot store. They may call it the Home Store or something like that. I don't know. At least it's a beautiful day out. Of course, I say that, usually that's when it starts raining, even though, like I said before, I got the rain, chance of rain, like, I don't want to say almost way down to nothing. I don't mind when it rains once in a while. I'm checking my GPS, make sure I wasn't getting off here. But man, raining all the time. So it looks like I've traveled through here before, because we can see, so we look at the GPS, and I know if some of you, if you're used to this, then it's all news to you, but you can see like some of the roads are yellow. That means those are roads I have been on and quote-unquote discovered. So I know I've been here before. So I think the road we're on now, we have not been up here before, because I can kind of see it changing yellow underneath our red line. The red line, of course, is where I need to go. Ogden. Isn't that in Oregon? Don't remember. Just the sound of the humming Volvo D11 engine that we're going to hear. I'll probably keep this set up for a while, but like I said, this is not going to be my permanent truck because, yeah, like I said, if everything goes well, we'll get a second loan, and yeah, this will be someone else's truck that they can drive. I'll have to take Cindy out of the vehicle because I don't think she wants to drive with other people. Maybe she would, I don't know. Probably should ask her before I say she shouldn't or wouldn't. Traffic seems kind of light here today. Going around me, maybe I should just get over in that lane instead of being in the middle. Looks like it's going to be a 3-lane highway up through here. usually what happens is the minute I move over, that's when it shifts back over to a 2-lane. So there is a dealership. I wonder if I get close enough, will it ding? I doubt it. And no, not close enough. And alright. What's going on here? Not really sure, but we'll go around it. Looks like an accident may have happened here. Not really sure what those cars will be doing going to the way station. Maybe it's a way station / rest area. Watch your speed through here, because sometimes cops will be going by on the interstate and they'll see you speeding. Couple people taking a nap or getting out stretching their legs. Come on, speed limit. Get out of for 15 so I can get going here. Being 15 miles an hour all the way out to here is kind of rough, but no traffic coming, so we're good. And let's cruise. 170 miles to go. So maybe what we'll do is kind of work our way around the map counterclockwise a little bit. So we'll be in Idaho Falls. Maybe we'll swing over to Washington / Oregon next. Or we could even go to Canada. That's an option. And the Canada map is through ProMods. And I probably should put that link in the video descriptions as well. I should be putting the link to the Realistic Economy mod in the link of description as well. Hopefully I've been doing that. And it looks like we want this exit. Just keep the eye on the traffic up ahead. Looks like a lot of traffic is slowing down. I'm not sure what that trucker is doing, but okay. Sometimes the AI gets a little kooky. Alright, we are all set again for a while, looks like. Yeah, so I think we should be able to level up today again. The question is, what do I don't know what I want to put the skill point into. High value cargo or fragile. I may try high value cargo, which could mean stuff like furniture, things like that sometimes. Like I said, it's been so long since I had a level up, I'm not really sure what some high value cargo is. If I do remember, yeah, there's what, 6 categories and 6 levels per category, so all the way up to level 36 you'll get a skill point per level, and of course you got to put it into something. Basically, like I said, the last thing I usually put it into is the fuel consumption. But saving a little bit of fuel in this game would not hurt that much because realistic economy, we're not making... Like this load here, I would say the base game would probably make like 15,000 for this load. I just would throw a number out there, something like that. And we're making just shy of 2. So stopping at a gas station, fuel station, and spending $600 on fuel, not that big of a deal. Look at that guy tailgate that little minivan. But yes, our next purchase will be, like I said, either upgrading the garage that we currently have or buying a 3-truck garage somewhere else. Like I said, if it's the same price for either upgrading our garage or buying a new 3-truck garage, I'm going to buy a brand new 3-truck garage. And then then it'll be like $100 grand to upgrade it to a 5-truck garage. And once you do that, you do get a gas pump at your garage, and the fuel prices are cheaper. At least they are in the base game. I don't know how much cheaper they're going to be in realistic economy or not. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but that's going to be off in the distance. Although I did think when I first started the series, I'm like, we're not going to get our first truck for a while. And then when I saw, well, wait a minute, I can get a $150,000 loan, I could pretty much buy a truck right off. Like I've already been through that. I was hoping to put a driver in here, and we can continue driving for others for a little bit, getting double income. What time is it? 6:30. Looks like I gotta stop at another way station. Just because I'm a newbie doesn't mean I need to stop at every single one, does it? Now see, the speed limit in here says 70. I was trying to slow down to 15 because that's what it usually is, but apparently the speed limit in this way station is 70. Oh, now it says 15. Can I start in 4th gear with this truck with a 385 horse? Kind of, but then again, like I said, our trailer doesn't weigh that much. Apparently he got a free pass. Now it's 15 miles an hour. There we go. Now it's 70. Looks like the traffic is actually going to let me in. That's nice of them. So it looks like we'll get our load delivered before sunset, which is good. I'd like to get out in that lane, but at this point, just gotta be careful because we're not too far from our exit at this point, I think. But now he's got the speed going for him. Just gotta make sure I get around him before I need to get off somewhere. Don't want to go past my exit. And yes, I am aware that there's a turn-by-turn navigation system that will tell me like my exit will be coming up and all that, but yeah, I just don't really prefer that too much. Alright, so 65 through here, so we'll set the cruise control. Change. You gotta look down at the keyboard for a second. The display on my truck, I need to show. Oh, that's right, because I'm not in my modded Volvo. I don't think it has that display for it. Alright, so I guess it doesn't really matter then. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about that at all. Fuel-wise, we're doing okay. If you look down the dash, I actually got 2 fuel gauges down there. The one on the right-hand side is showing almost a quarter of a tank, but you got 2 fuel tanks on here, I believe. Oh, wait a minute, I only got the 150-gallon tank. Yeah, so I gotta be careful of that. But I will get a warning on the truck saying low on fuel, and usually I can go about another 200 some odd miles when that comes up, I think. anywhere. There might be one on display on the dash of the Volvo, so I have to look at it a little bit more closely. Oh, actually I can see it. Kind of. I think we're fine. Because we're only 8 miles, 7 miles out. Hey, Idaho Falls. I think this is the only city I discovered today. Sometimes you actually have to drive into the city, other times you can just drive through it. But it looks like the rest area we're going to, we're just passing on the right-hand side after we make our delivery. Even though I'm good for another 3.5 hours, we'll just make our delivery and then go to that. Looks like a dealership. We'll see what dealership it is. Sleep through the night and do the same thing. Next episode, wake up, fuel up our truck, take a load somewhere, and repeat. So we're going past another exit, apparently. We guess the next exit's going to be ours, so I'm going to go ahead and get over into this lane. Yep. And then we're making a left. Everyone doing well? Yeah, so it looks like if I were to drive a full rest period here, that'd make a good episode. I was just checking my timer. We're just over 40 minutes here, so I would assume if I were to drive the extra 3.5 hours, that'd put us around 55 minutes or so for a video length. So I think that's the way I'll be doing it in the future. Basically, drive a day, and that'll be an episode. It's only 35 through here, Peanut. Slow down. There you go. Around and around and around. This is usually where I throw my beacons on, but I don't think we definitely don't got any on our truck. Alright, where am I going with it? My guess is I got to back it into here, because I think I just had a delivery in one of these places before. I think it was actually when we were in Canada. Actually, I can drive through with this one. But I did not take the approach well. Alright, but I got plenty of room, unless there's an invisible wall here. So instead of backing in, maybe because I'm such a low-level driver, the garage door on the other side is open. That's why it's going to let me drive on through. Alright, park and brake. I will turn the engine off. And, well, it wasn't really parked in there that well, was it? Not good at all. But there's our cash for the day. Experience 615. Is that enough to get up a level? Oh, no, it's not. No, it is not. Let's go ahead and continue. While I'm in here, because we did unlock some extra recruitment agencies, I wonder if the driver pool is a little bit better. I'm not going to be able to hire one. Yeah, I know. I just want to have a quick look at what's going on here. So the driver that was on here before, she's not on here anymore. It almost looks like as I level up, the driver pool recruitment agency, they level up as well. Now, as you can see, I do have to pay, as they're more skilled, I pay them more. So like you can see this person right here, their skill level is a 0.8. They want $61 per delivery and 42 cents a mile. But you want them more experienced because they're going to bring in more cash. But that's all good. Let's go to the world map here. Just want to go ahead and check it out. So the driver pool is increasing, which is good. So I want to go to here. Do I need to go through the town? Not so much. So we'll take the quickest route there. Ooh, I've discovered 1.34% of the map so far. Well, isn't that glorious? Alright, let's head on out and let's go see what this dealership is all about. So not quite getting another level, but that's fine. I don't think I'm quite ready to... I'll probably have to get to like level 5 before I can take out a $500,000 loan, which is kind of pricey, but that's what you got to do when you're starting out. Well, you don't have to. I mean, you can sit there and just keep earning cash as you go along. So, does anyone know what this dealership is in Idaho Falls? I don't know if it's the same... Wow, look at the traffic. We'll just sneak out here. Maybe the traffic will stop. I mean, it will eventually. Yeah, the guy in the classic truck does not want to get anywhere near me. So yes, I don't know if it's the same dealerships for everyone on a map per the city that you're in, or is it random? So just 3 miles down the road, you saw where we're going. I don't know why, but I think Mac just popped in my head. I think it's going to be a dealership for a Mac. Find out here shortly, won't we? The good news is I can sleep right there at the dealership as well. I don't know where I'm sleeping because this is not a sleeper truck. Straight ahead, going it back on the interstate. Looks like a Peterbilt. When's it going to ding for me? Do I actually have to pull into the dealership for it to ding? Alright, guess I have to. There we go. No, I don't want to purchase one. And I think that's where if I were to deliver something. But at least now we have an option of just not buying a Volvo. We can now buy Peterbilts. And we're going to go zip right across the street here. Right over to this parking area over here. I don't know. I was going to park in the spots behind me, but I don't know. There we go. Sometimes you gotta take up these big spots in order to park and sleep. And there we have it. 8 o'clock at night. Not a bad day. Not a bad day. Now, this is where some people, I guess, would make a mistake, and I used to do it as well. It'd be like, okay, now what's my next job? They would take a job and then sleep through the night, then wake up and realize I'm not going to get there in time. So make sure you sleep before you take a job. It's kind of curious. Sometimes I would go and say, oh, what job's available? And I see a nice job. I'd be like, oh, I would like to take that job. And then screw myself over royally. So I'm not even going to bother looking. I don't even want to look. But what we will do, no, got to hit that button right there. And turn that off and turn that off. Get yourselves kind of a view. Yeah, I don't want my mirrors showing. But our Volvo truck is proving us well so far, bringing us in $2,000 today-ish. And, of course, our daily payment of a loan is like 650 some odd thousand. Yeah, 650,000. 650 bucks. Wow, it was that much. I'm going to be broke really, really quick. But, yeah, I don't know where we're going to sleep. Maybe there's actually a hotel around here that we got to walk off to. Maybe that building right behind there has a room in it. Who knows? But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you next time right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one. Wait, where's the horn?